Joining me now is Texas Congressman Randy Weber, a member of the House Energy and Commerce and Science, Space and Technology Committees. Congressman, great to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. You were in that meeting yesterday. What can you tell us?
Oh, good morning, Maria. Thanks for having us. The President Trump is well loved. He is well supported. He was on his game. I tell you what, it was so enthusiastic. It's unbelievable. And actually, I video recorded that thing. His speech, his comments were an hour and 12 minutes long. He's as enthusiastic as ever. I think, Maria, quite frankly, the lawfare that has been instigated against him has done more to reinvigorate him than ever before. He's very well beloved and supported, and he has a plan to help get the Republican ticket elected from the top to the bottom, and he was very, very well received.
So what was the contents of the conversation in terms of policy changes, sir? I mean, what kind of policy changes is President Trump and the Republicans pursuing?
Well, you can talk about the border. Of course, the border policy is one of the main ones. Trump had the best border policy in a long time. And it's sad enough to say, but if you looked at Biden's executive order of June the 4th, they just out and out, it's off their home webpage for the White House, out and out lies. He wants a secure border. He's always believed in a secure border. He's working to secure the border. I mean, you can't make, I don't know who's telling him what he believes. You can't make this stuff up. Trump is focused on the border, Maria. He's focused on the economy with Bidenflation, as we call it, the Biden economy. He's also focused on around the world. He actually mentioned in the clip that you played that we are a nation in decline. And he's focused on that. Our enemies around the world are taking advantage of us left and right. You're watching what's happening with China around Taiwan. He's focused on all of that. He's very articulate about it. He's very focused, and he doesn't make any apologies about it.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the border. It's been about, what, a little over a week since President Biden signed an executive order on the border. It's supposed to shut down the border after crossings hit a daily average of 2,500 a day. But has anything actually changed? So far, I've spoken with Border Patrol agents, the governor of Texas. They all say the same thing. The flood of migrants has not slowed up in any way. A Monmouth University poll shows 46% of American adults think Biden's executive order is not tough enough to deal with illegal immigration, a heightened terrorist threat in our nation now. You've got the Homeland Security officials sounding the alarm on the challenges in vetting dangerous people crossing the border. Earlier this week, the FBI and ICE arrested 8 illegals with suspected ties to ISIS. So where are we? I mean, Senator Bill Haggerty was here yesterday to discuss our nation's security, and this is really hitting the tipping point. Here's what he said. Watch.
The national security risk that Joe Biden has precipitated for America is enormous. Joe Biden came in his first 100 days, used 94 executive orders to take down the most secure border that we've ever had under President Trump. Biden has had a vendetta against the American public. They see this type of threat with these 8 terrorists coming here. They want it fixed, and they know that there's only one person that can do that, and that's Donald Trump.
Congressman, your reaction?
Oh, he's right on. The senator is right on track. Maria, we have a border security caucus in the House. We were there last Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock when we were in session. And one of our Customs Border Patrol agents was their retired agent. I think I forget his name. But he showed us the statistics. 52,000 special interest aliens have come across the border since October. Now, Maria, these are from countries like Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Iran, Iraq. These are countries that hate China. These are countries that hate us. And Biden thinks he's done stuff to secure the border. He's living in a dream world.
Yeah, we were trying to understand what is behind the 50,000 Chinese nationals that have come into this country over the last year. I mean, you can't just pick up and leave China, right? I mean, you need approval. So what's going on? Is Xi Jinping sending a mini army here? Then you've got the California governor, Gavin Newsom, posting a video of himself at the border on X. Yeah. He's over there claiming that, he's touting the number of National Guard members that his state sent to the border, and he's blaming the lack of resources on for Border Patrol on Republicans. Watch this.
The Republican Party has been consistently standing in the way of providing the resources, the support for the men and women working hard, not only here at the border, but out throughout the state of California and this country to address the issues related to the border. It's time for them to stop playing politics. It's time for the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, to stop playing politics and do the right thing.
I mean, what is he saying? Does he think anyone believes that we think the Republicans have a wide open border? And then we heard from Fox News' Bill Maloogian. He quickly fact-checked the governor. He wrote this: I haven't seen not a single one of these California National Guard soldiers anywhere. Border Patrol there so overwhelmed that the migrants wander around aimlessly on highways, and then they call a Lyft or an Uber, and they just wait to be picked up, Congressman.
You know, Maria, I was in the Texas House for 4 years, and I was the vice chairman of the Borders Committee my second term, and it was bad back then. Now, and we Texas legislature put $200 million a session in securing the border with high-flying airplanes, with gunboats, and with tech service, and with more, with technical stuff, and then with more boots on the ground. Texas has got it under control for the most part, as much as we can. And the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott's been doing great. Contrast that with Governor Newsom, or I like to call him Governor Gruesome. Trump's not the only one who can label people. And what he's done or hasn't done, and he just gets out there and out lies. California, Governor Newsom, why don't you do something about it? We're securing our border in Texas. Why don't you show some action rather than just empty words?
Well, I mean, look, these photo ops at the border, people see through it, that's for sure. Congressman, thanks very much. We'll be watching your work, certainly. Randy Weber is in D.C. this morning. Thank you, sir.